How do folks, David here with a very quick update because it's been too long since I posted. My apologies for that, but it has been absolutely hectic. First thing, reason for the sort of dodgy time frame in getting videos out to you guys has been I've started a new job and it's quite a bit on the hectic side. There are trips away and it does, cut into my hobby time. It's not the fact that I have been slack with my hobby time. Here's a piece of terrain I've been working on and you'll see that one in an upcoming video very shortly where we're going to be doing a little bit more with weathering powders. And I've also grabbed a couple of miniatures and based them and put the ground cover on, ready for an undercoat because we need some new character models for the alternate 5th edition game of D&D that we run on occasion when our regular DM is not available. But the one thing that has recently come up, as in I saw it last night just as I was going to bed, is that Big Bot Bash 3 has started. And once again, I am behind the 8 ball. I had been keeping an eye out for notifications on it, and I've just missed them. It looks like I have basically about a month to get it planned, get it filmed, get it built, get it up. So that does mean that some of the stuff that was in the build queue is going to get bumped because there is a very definite time frame. What is the Big Bot Bash? Well, it is run by a creator called Bill Making Stuff. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description of this one. And essentially, every year, he gives out a set of rules. There's a sheet that you have to follow. You roll some dice. It gives you some characteristics that you have to include in your build, and from then on you just make your robot. I did go in for it last year. Again, I started really late and my video was up really late accordingly, but that was the first year I'd actually heard about it, so I'm not going to kill myself over it. I did end up with essentially the largest vehicle that I have ever made, and it was a scratch built one at that. Here's a reminder of it, and I'll leave a link to that particular video up top if you want to refresh your memory. Really proud of that one and really looking forward to taking part in this year's one as well. What am I going to be building? Haven't a clue. I've got to dig out the sheet. Apparently it's a new one, new categories. I've got to roll some dice. I'm going to do that right now because at least while I'm on my trips away, I can be getting some planning done. Please excuse the D&D setup. That's me in peril right in the centre. We are going into the very last part of our D&D session in about a fortnight's time. And yes, there are big druidic things afoot. But I will use this spare bit of table and roll some dice. From what I have seen this time, we only need 5 rolls. So here we go. That is a 6. And a 16. And a 14. And another 14. And last one. Oh, slide it out there. It wasn't cocked. That was a 10. Okay, let's have a look at the new characteristic sheet and see what it is that I have to build. So here's this year's Big Bot Bash categories, and like I said, it's only 5 as opposed to 6 last time. If you want a better copy of this, I would honestly click on that link down below in the description, go to Bill's channel and grab it from there. Slotting in the numbers that I got. First off, we've got the head section, and that's a 6, which gives us Cyclops. Now, I am not unhappy with that, I will be honest with you. It instantly brings to mind Ray Harryhausen monsters, so I'll have a look at some old photos of those movies and see what I can come up with on that one. Moving on to the arms, I got a 16, which is club. Not 100% certain about that. We could be talking sort of like crude weaponry. Maybe like he's got down here, it's just kind of the shape. And yeah, I mean, I could certainly do something like that on the upper arms. Do remember that all of the stuff on here is open to our own interpretation. So as long as we're going with the rough guidelines, the possibilities are endless. Third section is the body. That was a 14, and we've got wired. Okay, skinny, exposed cabling, not sure. Legs, that was another 14, and that is wired again. Okay, well, I'm guessing that legs and body are going to be sort of like the same kind of construction, with maybe just the head and the arms looking a little bit differently. Okay, last but by no means least, we have the flavour. That was a 10, and that gives us Rust Hulk. Certainly not the worst one that I could have possibly had. At the moment, I am busy doing rust effects on stuff with those weathering powders, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Husk. Yeah, alright, not 100% certain, but I shall come up with something. So there you have it, Big Bot Bash time is here again, and that is going to be, well, the greater part of my month, and possibly a little bit longer, taken up with purely that. It does not mean that there are not going to be other videos coming out. I have a number of them that I have been working on. Like I said, that rust effect with the terrain, that is going to be going up hopefully middle of the week. There will be others, and if last year is anything to go by, there will be stages during the course of that Big Bot Bash build where I just want to take a little bit of a break from it, do something a little bit different. There's loads of figures to paint on the pile of shame. You know what the drill is, because you have been such brilliant people and you've already subscribed. Oh, wait, you haven't? You know what to do. Also, if you do enjoy this kind of content and the rest of the kind of stuff that I put out, please do consider hitting that like button as well. Get notifications. I have got to run because I have my bags to pack to fly out of the city in the stupid hours of the morning. Toodle pip for now.